Why, hello. My name, Tatsel von Cullen. Yes, that's me, the vampire hunter. And, I'm played by Tom Collins.
I'm Charlie, and I play Zinc Doktor Menace 2, Raptor's Revenge.
And I'm the new girl on the block, Lichele, played by Troy.
And I'm Lucy, your DM. Welcome to Haunt, the big fuck-off house.
I open the closet.
Are all of you in the room?
Yes.
I sure am.
Yes.
Cool.
I take it by the drawing of a card, Lucy, you've got some sort of table that has cards from a deck matched with types of room and stuff.
I have 4 spreadsheets open. And when you open the closet, Tatsel, skeletons pour out. Living skeletons. And I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Let's go!
Initiative.
Oh.
Unnatural 20.
Wait.
Nice.
13.
7. Could be much worse.
I mean, I would describe it as the worst in this order, but that's fine.
It's fine. What did
So a
skeletons
total,
get, like 200?
a total of 6 skeletons kind of pour out of this closet door. And Mia, it is your turn first.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Mia screeches first, like a squeal of surprise, but also delight. And she has her twirling baton in hand, and she's going to try and hit the nearest skeleton.
Very good. Roll a hit.
The 16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Woo! Okay.
Rad.
That's a 2 damage.
2 damage total?
Aww. 1 damage.
Your rapier is better because you can actually use your dex for it if your dex is better than your strength.
It is also the club bludgeoning damage, if that makes a difference to the skeletons.
True, they are skellies. So they're probably weak to
It
bludgeoning, but resistant
Make
to...
the difference for bludgeoning.
So yeah, 1 damage bludgeoning.
Yeah, you managed to get a bit of a hit on it. Nothing crazy, but you hit on it.
It's a skeleton.
You can't see any kind of reaction because it's a skeleton and it doesn't have a face. I'm sorry. Is it your turn, Mia?
Yes, it is.
Zinc, what would you like to
do? Seeing these 6 skeletons pour out of the closet, Zinc puts up his fists and he's like, "Right then, put up your dukes. I'm gonna get you in the gab." And then he starts throwing punches at the closest skeleton.
Love, roll to hit.
So 1 attack. That is a 12.
To hit?
Yep.
Oh, rough, buddy. Misses.
Dang. And then bonus action attack. That's better. That is a 23.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I stumble forward and sort of feign a punch. That's the one that misses. And then sneak up closer with my left into his jaw. And this is bludgeoning damage as well. That's 5 damage.
Very, very nice work. Well done.
In the style of drunken boxing, it looks like I almost trip when I missed the first one, but it was all according to plan, so I could sneak in that left hook.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, you've got to feint if you're gonna hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like knock the jaw straight off that one, but he's still standing.
Nice.
Awesome. The skeletons are kind of gonna go. Some of them are kind of like going to grab you, about half of them. So everyone's gonna try one of them's gonna try grab each of you, and then the other's gonna go for hits. So let's start with the ones that are being all grabby.
Grabby boys.
Yeah, they're just trying to stop you from hitting the other ones. Let's start with Mia. I guess you'd be doing a dexterity check against that. I don't know the rules for grappling.
If it's a grapple, you can choose athletics or acrobatics to defend against.
Yeah, but it's athletics if you're being grabbed. If you're grabbing, sorry.
If you're grabbing, yeah.
Cool, I'm going to go acrobatics.
Troy, what did you get?
I rolled a 9 plus 8, 17.
You win this round. Zinc.
I got a 15.
You win this round just.
Yes!
You're going for the wrong... Oh, me?
No, I rolled an 8, but I have plus 7 to acrobatics.
Yeah, I was gonna say the skeletons are trying to grapple the wrong people because both of you seem good at that. 11. Actually, sorry, no, I can go athletics. 13.
I rolled a 2. Plus, simply not enough. The other 3 skeletons are going to try hit you, even though you're not grappled. And this is again 1 to any of you. They've got they're like holding other bones as weapons.
That's so
Cool.
good.
Let's start with Mia again. That is a 7 to hit.
No, that misses. And I do assume there was a 7th skeleton, but he is now a weapon.
Yeah,
One of
you
them's
can
got
see a loose skull in the closet.
a...
Zinc. 23.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that is 6 piercing damage.
Nice. I take it in the ab, like a pointy femur or whatever it is, and I'm like, ooh, good hit.
And Tatsel. That is 15.
That hits.
And that is 8 piercing damage.
Oof. Cool.
Tatsel's dead.
No, I have a lot of health.
And it is your turn, Tatsel.
I'm going to step back
Mm-hmm.
because my glaive is reach, so I can hit from 10 feet away. So that
Nice.
means that I can get them when I'm far away from them. And I'm going to slash at the one that tried to grapple me. Well, no, I'll slash at the one that hit me and then turn around and slash at the other one as well.
Cool. Yeah,
My
roll a
2
hit.
attacks. I got a nat 20
Nice.
Very good.
and a 18 plus 6, so 20.
Both
24.
hit.
Damn.
And these are on separate skeletons.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do the damage for the crit first.
Okay. We're just doubling it, right? Doubling the damage, just all of it.
2 damage rolls.
Ah, cringe.
Oh,
I miss
But
the
now
old
maybe we
season
can-
quest.
I mean, yeah, don't we all?
6 plus 3, 9.
9.
I rolled
Very
a 1
good.
and a 5, which isn't great.
Not
and
great, but
then-
what can you do?
For the other one, I got 5. 5 damage.
Bludgeoning?
Slashing.
Slashing, cool. Yeah, they're both hit quite bad. They're not like, they don't look sad or too hurt or anything, but that's again because they don't have faces, and it's really difficult to show facial expression without faces,
Oh no, they have
especially
no
if
blood.
you're that one skeleton that doesn't have a jaw anymore. Like, you're fucked. Was that everything for your turn, Tatsel?
Hold on. I can actually re-roll the 1 that I got because I have great weapon fighting. So
Easy.
cool.
I
I
got an-
love not taking my turn.
I got an 8, so 8 plus 5, which is 13, plus 3, which is 16. So 16 damage on the one that I nat 20'd.
That one that you hit it quite hard, and then you hit the other one, and then you look at that back at that one you hit quite hard, and you just kind of give it a glare, and that's and then it realizes how much damage it takes, and its entire like skull just falls off,
Oh,
and the bones all clatter down. The rest of the skeleton's still in one piece. It's just the skull that came off.
nice hit, Tatsel.
1 down, 5 to go.
I'm a monster
your
hunter.
turn.
Zinc.
Still using my twirling baton, I'm gonna twirl it and like smash it straight into the head of the closest skeleton.
Cool. The one you would have hit before then.
Yeah. Ooh, 8 to hit.
Nope. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anything else with your turn?
Bonus action. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Zinc.
Nice.
Nice. Speaking of, Zinc's turn.
All right. How much is that? Is that a D6?
Yeah, it is.
Sweet. I'm just gonna use that outright for this first hit.
Cool.
I'm punching at old Jawless again because like we've locked eye and eye hole and we're in a scuffle. All right, so that is 14 total,
Hits.
and that bardic inspiration made all the fucking difference.
Yeah, I can tell.
Is it D8 at 5?
D8 at level 5.
All right.
Oh, is it?
We can stick with what you got. It's fine.
I'm scared I'm gonna roll a 1 if I re-roll it.
We can stay with this. We'll do a D8 next time. I'm not going to take
Okay.
this away from you, Charlie.
All right. And then I'll roll my punch damage. I come back in with my right. Nice. And that is 11
To
bludgeoning
hit?
damage.
Oh,
Yep.
very good, very good. Old Jawless, you just knock the rest of his skull clean off, and he kind of
Nice.
collapses back.
Is he
Uh,
still standing?
No.
Okay, so then
The rest of him kind of falls back into the closet.
I use my momentum to come at the one behind him with a bonus action attack.
Easy.
Nice. So that is a 26.
To hit?
Yeah.
Very good. You do. No, this is King Skeleton. He is 27, I say.
And that
To be
is
King Skeleton.
that is max damage on my left, and that is 12.
Very good. You like smack him straight in the ribs, and they kind of like crush in fully, and he just goes like pushed back into the closet as well, because it is again bludgeoning damage.
Was that enough
and
to kill him too?
yes, and he was also
Fuck
the
yeah.
one none of you had hit before.
Fuck yeah.
You did 24
One of
damage
the two that none of you had
with
hit
one
before.
punch.
Very nice.
That's
Well done.
crazy. That could kill Tatsel. No, it can't.
Charlie, did you tell the listeners the life hack that you're using for
Oh
Monk?
yeah. Tom gave me a great life hack. Using one of Tasha's fighter class fighting styles, unarmed. It gives me a D8 instead of a D6 for monk punches, which is fantastic. I sacrificed extra attack for it, but I'll get that on the next level up.
Nice.
Thank you, Tom.
No worries. I'm a cheater.
Yeah,
Fun
I'm
hat,
multi-classed.
fun hat.
Monk 4, fighter 1.
The last three skeletons are kind of going to dive one at each of you again. Let's start with Mia again. There is a 21 to hit.
Yeah,
I'm going to roll
hits, that
damage
hits.
now. And that is 8 damage. I keep rolling well on these D6s.
Nice.
Cool, and Zinc, that is 18 to hit.
If it meets, it beats.
I swear these D6s aren't magical. I just keep rolling max damage. 8 damage.
Oh, nice
Tat-
one too.
You did buy loaded
Tatsel.
dice recently, didn't you?
No, I bought regular dice. These are just pretty and pink chrome.
Okay.
I've got pink gold dice. Tatsel, that is 15 to hit.
That hits.
There we go. 1. So 3 damage.
3 damage. All good. I still probably have the most health in the party.
Yeah, I'd imagine
By a
so. You
long
just
shot.
got hit by the least amount of damage out of all
That's
three of
true.
you. All
I
of you
think-
got hit.
How much health is everyone on? I think I will have over double everyone's health at the moment.
I had 29 when I began, so I've actually only got 21.
I'm sitting at 19.
Yeah, I've got double Charlie's health, almost double Troy's health.
Love that for you.
Gotta love having that D10, huh?
Tatsel, your turn.
Um,
Sorry, I said that like I was calling a dog. Tatsel, come here, boy.
I'm gonna just take another 2 attacks on. I'm gonna like use my glaive to kind of shove the skeleton that hit me initially, and I'm gonna hit it. With
Yeah.
I don't like. If it kills or not, that's gonna decide what my next attack is.
Yeah.
Or if it even hits. That'll be a 13.
If it meets, it beats.
Yes. Okay, and I will roll damage. That's going to be 7 damage on him.
Very good. Doesn't
Wait.
kill.
Was that the one I already hit once, or was that a different one?
This is the one you've already hit once.
Okay, I'll hit it again then. I'm just gonna try and
Yeah.
kill it. Better than 13.
Yes.
17.
Hits.
6 damage.
Very good. That skeleton goes crashing and clattering. Sure. Back down.
As I drive the knife into its where its esophagus would be, I pop the skull out and I go, "Next time, don't fight a hungry vampire with no blood." And then kick it over.
Weird. Mia, your turn.
Well, I mean, if it hasn't worked yet, why stop doing it? I'm going to use my twirling baton on the closest skeleton.
Awesome.
Okay, well, that's an 18, 17, so that is 20 unnatural.
Very
To
good.
hit.
Roll for some damage. And this is bludgeoning yet again.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Must be nice.
That's a 4, but -1, so 3.
So 6. Yeah, it's definitely not down or anything, but you've cracked some its collarbone quite badly.
Nice.
So yeah, you can see the impact you're making. Be the change you want to see. Zinc, your turn. Unless you've got anything else you want to do.
I don't. Nope.
Easy. Zinc, your turn.
3 left still.
There is 2 left.
2 left. Oh, sweet. All right, I'm going to punch at the first one that just took the collarbone damage.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Roll ahead.
stumble forward and almost sort of like land my fist on him to catch my balance.
Yeah.
That is 14.
Hits.
Sweet. 8 damage.
Very good. Is that doubled or?
Yeah,
Or
that's
is that no
bludgeoning.
double? Okay, cool. Yeah, this
Or
skeleton.
that hasn't been doubled yet.
Either way. I'm just thinking about it, I was like, nah, you were good. Yeah, you hit it straight into the collarbone where it's already been cracked, and it kind of like splinters apart
Mm.
and falls back against the wall. This room is quite filled with skeletons now. Awesome. And there is
Sweet.
1 skeleton still standing.
And then I'm going to sort of tuck and roll through the bursting skeleton and then almost sort of kit back up and do an uppercut onto that skeleton.
Nice.
That is a 22.
Hits.
11 damage.
Then doubled.
Yeah.
When you do it, you just cleanly pop off the skull. It's a full on. And yeah, the skeleton almost like stays standing, but just swaying because it was so cleanly popped off. And it doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of like standing there, very motionless.
And then I poke its body.
And it just like a plank of wood falls back, just a full on
Nice.
collapse, and all the skeletons are dead.
Nice. I turn to Tatsel and I say, "Looks like you were right. There do be monsters."
Yes, monsters are real. If only they had blood.
That was scary. I wasn't expecting there to be so many skeletons in the closet or things going on, I have to say.
Don't worry, Mia. With me, you're going to be safe.
Oh, I wasn't worried about being safe. Did you not see how I cracked that one's collarbone?
That was nice.
Awesome. Are you guys doing anything else in the room?
Looting.
Yeah, can I look around for anything interesting?
Everyone roll for perception if you want to loot.
Or investigation.
Or investigation, yeah, sure. I don't have the list in front of me.
23.
Also 23.
I think my dice might be broken. I got another 11. I keep rolling 7s.
Zinc and Mia, roll off to see who can find the best thing.
Are we rolling just raw?
Just roll, yeah. This is just comparing each other.
I got a 7.
Mia, you find a health potion.
Oh.
Hidden in amongst the kind of some of the bones left in the closet. This health potion is 1d6 plus 2. If you want to note it onto your character sheet, that's how much health you'd get.
That's pretty dang good.
Rad. Awesome. Anything else, team?
Can I take one of the bones?
Absolutely. You can
like
take
one of the smaller bones, maybe like the smallest bone I can find, and sort of just store it in my pouch.
Yeah, you can find a knuckle off a finger.
Yeah. Oh, can I take a full set so I have knuckle bones? We can
Yeah,
play
sure
knuckle
thing.
bones.
I mean, there's enough if you guys want to all take multiple sets of knuckles from play knuckle bones.
Oh, I mean,
Friends.
look.
I take out my junior agent book and I write down, there's a history here.
Yeah,
Love.
I think at Tatsel's request or suggestion, I'd imagine I'd grab some knuckle bones if he wants to suggest that.
Everyone, let's play knuckle bones. We can collect them from these skeletons. Used to play this with my dad because of Death that lived with us. He was a skeleton. We used to take his knuckle bones and play it. It was fun.
I remember when you taught me that game.
Yes. Yeah. It sucked that we did have to find bones, so we went to the graveyard and dug up but sometimes.
You know what? That was a good time.
Yeah. We should do it again sometime. Go grave digging.
Yeah.
I've only played knuckle bones once myself, and it was at regionals.
Love. Cool. Are you guys done with this room? Do you want to explore another?
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely do, and it's my turn to pick a room.
Awesome. Which way do you want to go? There is a door on every side.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, except for the bottom one that goes out to the garden.
I think we should just continue going along the wall to the garden. So the one that is currently highlighted on the screen, I think we jump into that room.
Cool. This room has doors on all sides.
Nice.
And I
We're
pulled
moving
the
east.
8 of clubs.
Oh, nice.
Clubs?
That's my favorite
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, that's the clubs.
God, you're gonna be so annoying. Cool. This is how this room is. I forgot. 2 elven children standing. They're like 7 or 8, and they're standing in the middle of the room, like playing with a wooden top. And one of them says to the other, "Would you like a turn, Jonah?" "No,"
Oh.
says Jonah. "I want all the turns." And Jonah snatches the wooden top out of the other kid's hand and hits him in the face with it. And as he falls, Jonah keeps hitting him in the face until they fade out of view. And the brightly lit, kind of like well-stocked kids' room turns quite dim with kind of like shambles of toys sitting around.
Lucy, what
What were the
fuck?
names that we heard? Jonah and
Just Jonah. That was the only
Okay.
name you heard.
I call out.
What do you mean, what the fuck, Tom?
I call out
Lucy,
Jonah.
what the fuck?
I go, Jonah, are you here?
The room's just like empty now, and there's and no one's left in it. It's gone from the very like brightly lit, like well-stocked kids' room, just kind of this dark, dingy little room with like shambles of toys and like a quite broken crib on one side and that sort of stuff.
You-
And this
Okay,
is a playroom.
You
nice.
saw those elven children, didn't you?
Yeah. I take out my junior agent notebook and I write down lovely children's room.
I want to investigate this room in the
Mhm.
area where we saw the kids hitting each other for signs of like blood or like anything bad that's happened here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, roll a investigation. Anyone can roll an investigation if they would like.
Oh, I will.
13.
Also 13.
Nat 1 plus 3.
Ooh, Mia, you're too freaked out. You're like, because
Elven
you're
children?
an elf, right? You're like one of the kids, like the kid that got hit looks like a little bit similar to like a young relative of yours. Definitely not them, but you're like,
Mhm.
oh, I have a young elf relative the same age. Oh no. Tatsel and Zinc, as you're kind of looking around the room, there's nothing like in particular. You can't see, there's no fresh blood or anything like that. There's nothing in particular, but that's also like a little bit concerning because you just saw like someone get hit and you'd assume there'd be blood and there's none.
Yeah. Is the wooden top isn't there?
Not that you guys have spotted.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I guess we should keep heading east, or should
I
we
think
diverge?
it's quite accurate to say that this house is haunted.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to get so freaked out. I wanted inspiration and motivation, but on my head I've got perspiration, and I'm a little bit anxious to keep going. But I'm not going to wimp out. If I'm going to get a best-selling album, I need to live the fair, I guess.
Laissez-faire. I'm going to go against the grain here, actually.
Ooh.
Tatsel's going to move up.
Very good. Cool. Let's see what that is. The 9 of Hearts.
That's Charlie's favorite card.
Oh, you knew
I've
it.
heard it's Charlie's favorite card.
It's my least favorite
Which
card.
room is that one? Cool. This one has doors on every side of it.
Nice.
Cool. It is a game room, kind of like a dim and musty room with a massive bear pelt on the floor and like
Whoa.
animal heads mounted all around the walls. There's like a decent sized table with cards and chips kind of scattered all over it, and in the corner is like a little chess table with like half a game played out.
Shall we play a game, fellas? Gang.
Yeah, that looks fun.
I wanna play some poker.
As you guys are kind of like sitting down, a kind of like ghostly figure like lands on the table like opposite you guys.
Oh god.
Hi. I haven't had anyone play a game in a while. Do you guys want to play
fuck.
play something?
Oh shit.
What's your name, stranger?
You can kind of only like vaguely see her. She's like very transparent. She's a lot less real than like the boys looked or anything like that. She's kind of like a spirit that's almost there. Do you guys want to play a game?
I found, Zinc and Mia, with spirits like these, the best way to dissuade them is to play their games and win.
All
So
right,
I'll play
I
a
trust
game
you.
with you.
Cool, because I don't want to get out another deck of cards or anything. We're going to do highs or lows. I'm going to roll the dice. All of you can decide if you want to go higher or lower. Everyone's going for the same thing. Like, everyone's going to be doing it on the same dice.
So we're trying to either get higher or lower based on what you roll?
Yep, so I'm going to roll a number, and then you guys are all going to either do higher or lower. You can decide what you want to roll for. Okay.
Roulette.
All right. This has gone well for you guys. 18, higher or lower, team?
I'll go with lower.
Let's go lower.
I'm gonna go higher.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone roll.
Are we? It's just flat roll, right?
Yep, flat roll. Nothing added or taken away.
I got a 2.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 5.
Oh wait, that's bad. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, only Tatsel wins. Tatsel, take a point in any stat you want.
Oh!
I just
Take a point. Yeah, in whatever one you want.
I just get another one.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay. 1 sec.
I should not have gone so risky.
You guys are very lucky. I was very tempted to go with if you lose a point, but then I thought that was a little bit too mean.
That is a bit mean.
Thank you for not doing that.
I'd like to think that Mia, having played D&D once, at regionals, got really excited when she rolled a natural 20, but then realizing she'd lost, broke down into a silent sob.
Oh.
Aww.
So, Lucy, do I
Yeah?
get a bonus to my +1 to my modifier, or just +1 to a stat?
+1 to a stat.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I'm gonna get my intelligence up to 14.
Nice.
Had +2 in it. I probably should have increased my wisdom because then I would have had +1, but it's fine.
Double or nothing. Do you guys want to play again? This time you can feel kind of more of a risk to it. This is the one where if you lose, you would lose a stat point.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Cool, okay. Not as easy this time. 15.
15.
I'm not going to take
Lower.
the risk this time. I'm going lower.
I'm also going to go lower.
Very good. Tom,
God
what did you
damn
get?
it.
A 14.
Tom,
I
you
got
get an extra point in another stat. Charlie.
20.
Oh, buddy, take a point from whatever stat you like. Mia.
12.
You get a point. You went lower as well.
Yay.
Sorry, Zinc.
That's okay.
I now have +2 int and +1 wisdom.
I'm
Good
just gonna
luck.
take. I'm gonna take 1 for my strength actually, so that the bonus doesn't change. It goes from a 13 to a 12.
Very good.
Good
Mia?
idea.
I'm still taking the 1 in strength, just taking me to a 9.
Very good. Thank you for playing, she says, and she just fades away.
That was fun.
I stand up, happy that I've dissuaded the spirit, and go, well, that was very fun. Feeling like smarter and wiser somehow.
Shaking those.
I should have just gone strength twice and gotten a +4 to strength from that. Powered
I
myself
feel like
up.
shaking those die really bulked my muscles up, actually.
They look a little bit bigger, Mia.
That made me feel weak.
Do you guys want to explore more rooms?
Can we play chess? Can we play a game of chess between each other?
Yeah, sure. When you sit down, no like magical creature or spirit or anything comes up. It's just a game of chess.
Zinc, one for old time's sake.
One for old time's sake.
You guys can just have a roll off. Plus int, sure.
Yeah, that
I
makes
feel
sense.
I feel like that's what chess would have.
Yeah.
Plus religion.
I got a 12.
I also got a 12.
Roll
Whoa.
again.
Ooh.
I see you're doing the
Queen's
The,
fuckwit.
the Queen's fuckwit. I'm
Ah,
gonna
nice.
counter with the Red Bull Gambit.
I thought you were going for the stinky shartism. Ooh,
I got a 15.
I got an 8.
Zinc, you take the game.
Yeah. You weren't expecting the sloppy seconds move.
I certainly was not. This game's yours, and I knock over my king dramatically and stand up. My cape
Checkmate.
swishing in the wind.
Checkmate.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Mia.
I'm not in checkmate. You just say check, but you say mate afterwards, and I'm like, oh, I've lost. All good.
Mia pops away her little song list that she's been writing while they've been playing chess It only has 3 track titles on it at the moment, but they are Loose Skull in the Closet, Jonah! And Ghosts Die.
That's nice.
Very
That's a very
good.
good one.
At the end of the season of Haunt, I will actually release an album. No, I'm kidding. But I will release an
After
album cover.
52 rooms.
If we can hit 4,000 downloads, I'll record one of the Mia tracks.
I guess it's me.
Yeah.
I actually want to go back through the playroom to the door to the south.
So you want to go down? Okay.
Yeah.
When you go back through the game room, nothing in particular comes up or anything.
In the playroom?
Yeah, in the playroom, and then the wall that kind of would go towards the garden and stuff. There is no door on that wall, and there is no door on the bottom wall.
Oh.
There's only two doors in this room.
It's a 2-door room.
Yeah. Jack of Spades.
Ooh.
Oh, that's maybe good.
And Zinc, you're the one who is walking into this room first, right?
I'm already tired of that bit.
My
Yeah, I'm leading.
Cool. When you walk in, you can see like the first thing that really hits you in this room is the smell. It smells kind of like an old, well-lived-in barn, and the well-lived-in is done by animals. So I didn't know how to phrase that. And there's kind of like this underlying rot to the room. Straw is covering the ground, and there are 3 massive cages along the wall, like in front of you. Maybe that's why there's no doors.
Space for pets.
Space for pets.
Oh no.
And when you kind of peer closer, you can see that the water bowls dry up and all the food's been like picked clean. And there are skeletons of animals on the cage floors.
No
2 of
more
the skeletons look like kind of like 4-legged creatures. It's kind of difficult to tell what they are because 4-legged creatures,
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And then the last
All
one
the skeletons are the same.
The last one is a really long kind of, it's almost all spine with like ribs kind of wrapping down to the ground and a small skull at the end.
A snake.
That one's easy enough to figure out it's a snake. And everyone's going to make me a perception check.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Oh, nat
Relying
1.
on smell or
+7
hear?
though.
I'll give you hearing.
Okay.
I'm distracted because I'm writing in my junior agent's notebook.
I got a dirty
12.
20.
Cool. So Zinc, you're too busy writing in your journal, making notes about this stuff. Also making a note that you got to clear out all the corpse. Mia, you can tell that the animals with 4 legs one of them was a panther, you reckon? Other one's something kind of doggish, you're not quite sure. And Tatsel, you can kind of hear something kind of there's like some rafters kind of above your head. It's a very, like, this one's kind of like a larger room. So there's space for all these cages and all of that. And as you're looking around, kind of taking note of that, you can see a vaguely translucent snake up in the top kind of beams.
How high up is it?
It would be only like a few feet taller than a normal room. So maybe like 4 meters in total.
Could my 10-foot glaive touch the roof?
With your arms, yes. If you're like reaching above your head, you could.
I'm gonna try without the pokey end to sort of prod.
Without the stabby end.
Yeah, to try and snap pwn. To try and poke the snake with my stick, with my broomstick handle, and go like real or fake, sort of is what I'm checking. Is it?
Can you roll an animal handling check at disadvantage?
Oh, you fucking 4.
When you're doing it, it kind of like you meet resistance for a second, and then the end of your stick just slides through a little bit. For like a second, there's resistance, and it goes through. And when you do that, the snake kind of like whips its head around and kind of like not reaches down, but it gives itself enough length headway because it's a very long snake to like have a closer look at you. And it's just kind of looking at you and just kind of like sniffing the air to see what you are and all of that sort of stuff.
Hello, snake.
For anyone who would know
Hello.
anything about animals, it is a constrictor snake,
Ooh.
and it is
Okay.
massive. It would be like 20 feet long, easy.
Ooh.
Does it have blood?
You don't know. You could stab through it before, so you would imagine possibly not.
Okay.
Did you call me a snake?
No, Zinc, look at this thing.
My name is Zinc Dr. Menace 2 Raptor's Revenge, not Snake.
Zinc, there's a huge boa constrictor right in my face.
At this point, you would notice
Oh,
after it being just directly pointed at me or you as well.
Yeah.
right.
Does it look dangerous? Like it's gonna hurt us?
It looks curious, kind of above all else.
Okay.
Do you speak
I have
English,
a decent
Snake?
animal handling. I want to go up and start like moving snakily to sort of catch its rhythm and see if I can like sort of get some sort of understanding between the two of us.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. You can most certainly try.
23.
Yeah, it's you're very like calm and careful, which it definitely appreciates.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's nice that someone cares.
I say, hello, Slippery. Did your master abandon you?
He kind of like just nods very sadly, just like, yeah.
Oh.
Just I'm alone now.
Why don't you slither up here and hang out with the big ones?
It kind of like bops against your head because it can't like give you a hug or anything, but it's like somebody cares. It would
Lucy,
have been
Lucy, it can very much give a hug, just not in a nice way.
it can only give a dangerous hug. When you're kind of talking to it more and more, it's not that you can like hear its thoughts or anything, but there's like some form of connection, like bond, and you can kind of like feel its emotions somewhat.
I'm catching a vibe.
Yeah. And it kind of it's you know how you can have like a familiar?
Mm.
You have somewhat a familiar connection to it.
Oh,
It would obey you and you have kind of you can kind of sense its thoughts and stuff. You can't see through its eyes or anything
Right.
or like through its other senses. And yeah,
I
it's
I put
you've gained its trust.
I put out my hand so that it can sort of wrap around and hang out on me. Probably
boa
like
constrictor.
yeah, it's big, but it's a ghost, so it probably doesn't weigh too much.
It's
I-
yeah, when you go out to like kind of touch its face, you realize you can actually quite solidly feel it
Hmm.
in front of you, and when it goes onto shoulders, it is yeah, like light as a feather almost.
Hmm. I
Like
just have like a big scarf now.
unnervingly light. It's not entirely like it could I guess it can entirely wrap around you and stuff.
I'm
You can
big.
like you can feel that it's on you, but it's not like in the
Hmm.
way or anything.
Cool.
And like it's like over your bag and stuff, but if you went to go grab anything out of your bag, you would go through it almost.
Cool. I'm gonna
It
name
is
you
yeah.
Slippery, and you're gonna be my friend.
Slippery.
How did you do that, Zinc?
I've got a way with beasts.
Hmm.
That was incredible. I've never even seen a snake charmed in real life.
Yeah.
It's the trick of the trade. You have to be a good salesman.
It's the
Love.
raptor in you.
Would you guys like to explore another room?
I would. Yeah, the one
This
that's
is-
highlighted currently, I'd like to head east into the next room.
That is a 2 of diamonds.
Woo!
That means there are no more animals. It's the snake destruction room.
I mean, you could say that. It's this in this room kind of like webs cover all of the walls, and there is a massive spider nest in the middle. And there's nothing it's no like real items in the room, it's just spider nest. And there is 2 giant spiders in this room. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And Slippery is gonna act on your turn, Zinc, because I don't like doing separate initiatives for
Yeah.
that.
Nice. Oh,
18.
14.
1. Plus 4.
Sorry, who went first?
I got an 18.
Cool. Cool. Let's start with Tatsel. There are 2 big spiders.
Can I, without using up my turn, how strong do I think that giant spiders are with my like knowledge of monster fighting?
Stronger than skeletons.
Okay, I am going to take my glaive and stab it into my hand. Like fully stab the knife through into my hand, and then as I draw it out, the blood sort of starts to crystallize into icy force, I guess.
Do you take damage?
I do take damage. I take 1d6 damage, which I will roll
Okay.
now.
That's funny. I was gonna say it was gonna be a d6 if you didn't think
It's
if
just
you
how
didn't have a number.
Just how blood hunters work. You've
That's
heard
so
of
Bloodhunters are
fucked
shit.
up.
I do 1d6 damage to myself, and now my weapon, until I do a short rest, does a d6 cold damage, an extra d6 cold damage.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And I took 1 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
So I draw that out, and like my blood sort of splashes everywhere, but as it does, it hits the ground and freezes.
Cooked.
And I charge at the nearest spider, and I'm going to do a multi-attack. I'm going to attack it twice.
Very good. Go for it.
The first attack was not good. It was a 9, so I'm guessing that doesn't hit. But
It does not hit.
The second attack was better. It was a 22.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Imagine you go, no, it doesn't hit.
No, big spiders.
So, I can re-roll that too. So that's a 5, and then I rolled a 1 on my cold damage. 9 damage total.
9 damage. Very good. It's, when you stab into it, like, blood starts to pour out of the spider, but it immediately freezes over.
Awesome.
A frozen treat.
Yuck. And is that your turn?
Yeah. Oh, and just by the way, because I'm using my glaive, I'm just letting you know, I'm 10 feet away. I'm not right up in their face. I'm sort of keeping my distance.
Cool. You stabbed
my
a spider,
reach.
though, so that spider's going to come for you.
All good.
So one of the spider comes over to you, Tatsel, very, like, unhindered entirely by the web around the room, and it goes to bite at you. So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. So that is 5 damage. And then also make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay.
According to a cursory Google search, spider blood is blue.
Cool.
Blue raspberry.
Yum.
Yummy blue slushy. I rolled con save.
Yes.
Okay, 14.
Awesome. So you will only take half of this damage.
Oh my
This
god.
next set of damage, it is 8, 13, so we'll round down. That is 6 more damage.
Damn, that's put me down. Ow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ouchie.
The other spider is going to dive onto Zinc. Let's start with that. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Cool, so that is initially a 7 damage. And can you roll a con save?
Sure can.
Shit,
I'm also writing down in a notebook. Might need an exterminator.
Very good.
18.
Very good. You will only take half the amount of damage for this. That is 7, so round down to 3. So that is another 3 damage. 10 total.
Sweet.
And that is the spider's turn. Mia, what are you wanting to do?
I'm going to take my fencing sword and I'm going to try and stab the spider.
Very good. The one on Zinc or the one on Tatsel?
Who's closest to me, guys? Zinc is. So I'm going to do the one that's on Zinc. My rapier is I take it I'm adding dex, not strength.
Yes.
So that is lovely, lovely, lovely. 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 2, 18.
You hit. Roll for damage.
So that is 7 plus 2, 9.
Easy. Very good. Blood pours out of this one as well. Some of that more of that blue blood. It doesn't freeze this time.
It's not as cold.
It's not stabbed with cold. Very good. Is that your turn?
It sure is.
Awesome. Zinc, it is you and Slippery's turn.
Nice.
Please look up Constrictor Snake for your stats.
Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first have Slippery sort of extend out and make a bite attack.
Very good. Go for it.
16 to hit.
Yes, that most certainly does.
Okay, so that is 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. So that is 4 piercing damage.
Nice.
And I go, good bite, Slippery. Now check this out. And I am going to first try my regular punch.
Mm-hmm.
Hiya. 16.
Yep, cool.
And that is 11 damage.
Nice.
and then I'm going to flurry of blows using a
Mhm.
key point to do 2 more punches
Very good.
on the spider's maw.
Go for it.
That first one is a 10.
To hit?
Yeah,
Doesn't.
yeah. And then the second one is a 15.
Hits.
Nice. And that is 8 damage. And then, because I am a drunken master monk, I have, with Flurry of Blows, the disengage action activated and 10 extra feet of movement. I'd sort of continue my momentum and twist around and move behind everyone else.
Very good. Don't worry about the disengage thing, because that spider dies.
Oh, nice.
You and Slippery managed to get so many good hits in that you're kind of like almost like tearing legs off and all of that stuff, and you push it
Fuck
kind
yeah.
of back, and it
Uh,
collapses onto its webs. And
How
that
far
spider
away is it from the other spider?
is dead. 10, 15 feet.
Okay, I'm going to amplify my blood curse of the fallen puppet, which allows me, if I use a reaction, I can, if a creature recently died in front of me, I can let it make an attack on another creature nearby, and I'm choosing it to attack the other spider.
That's
Cool.
sick.
So it'll do.
I'll roll to hit for it,
That is
or will
so
it automatically
cool.
hit?
Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure you do still have to roll to hit.
Spider undead.
Um,
Spider undead.
Yeah, it makes a single attack against a target of its choice within its attack range, and it's going to move up to half its speed, and it gets a +2 to its intelligence to its attack, and an additional +2, because I amplified it to take some damage to myself.
Cool. That absolutely hits, and that is going to be.
Can it make the other spider dead? Watch out, spider undead.
Cool, it takes a great chunk of damage, not enough to get it down, but it is. You can tell it's quite hurt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that is Tatsel's turn actually.
Yeah, and
After your reaction.
I after the other spiders hit it, I go like, "A taste of your own medicine. Now a taste of mine." And I think I missed the first attack. Does a 12 hit?
No.
The second attack is much better. Again, a 22.
Nice, you hit. Roll of damage.
Ooh, 11 plus 3, 14 damage.
Tatsel, describe how you kill the spider.
Yeah.
Nice.
After the spider like bites into its neck, it leaves like a little patch where there's like a definitive like chunk taken out of it, right? So I slash for that and sort of carve through that zone to behead the spider, and then like it freezes as the head comes off. I sort of leave it right on the edge, and it freezes in spot, nearly headless. Collapse the spider to the ground.
Very good.
That was such a cool line to end on.
Nice.
Right, guys?
So
That was awesome.
As you guys look around the room, there are no more other doors out. There's only the one back into the last room. This one is a dead end.
It's Tatsel time.
Tatsel time. So you want to try find another room?
We're looking kind of roughed up. Could we go to the living room and take a rest?
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to whatever you like.
Would you guys like to take a little rest or
Yeah, I'm not feeling too hot.
I'm actually feeling fine at the moment, but like if you guys need to rest, I could take that time to start putting together a composition.
I want to get to know Slippery a little better.
I've got 27 health, so that's like fine for me. I'm all good. But I'm
at 9.
Yeah, I was thinking
you guys might as well.
Might be kind of low.
Well, if somebody's ill, but we do want to keep going, I could just give them a little bit of a health potion. I'm not fussed on health.
Well, I mean, it's really up to Zinc, I suppose.
Yeah, if we want to keep going, I'll take that potion.
Let's do it. Let's keep going.
Awesome.
I did just use my right, so I don't want to lose it straight away.
I toss Zinc the potion, which of course does 1d6 plus 2.
Yep.
And I vortechy it.
Of course Zinc does.
And that's a max 6 plus 2. I get 8 more.
Troy,
I'm now at 17.
Do you know cure wounds or anything?
No, I didn't take. I've taken my spells, the 8 that I know.
Yeah.
And I looked at them this morning and went, yeah, I've chosen the right ones. And since we've been playing, I've looked at them all and gone, I have not chosen the right ones.
on on a rest you can change them, I think. Oh no, can you not with Bard? Are you stuck with them for Bard?
It didn't say whether or not I could change
sure.
them.
Let me just check for you, bud.
Like I've got good spells. They just wouldn't have been very helpful in a little skeleton or a spider battle, really.
Every time you level up, you can change one spell you know and replace it with another spell from the Bard spell list, and that's
Yeah.
the only time that you can change spells, which does kind of suck, but it's fine.
But you
also
also
got-
get spells.
I've
Yeah,
got
on
yeah,
level
spells
up.
that
spells.
will be helpful as soon as we're up against kind of anything more sentient or anything more
Yeah, yeah.
corporeal or whatever.
Anything with a
it
brain.
hasn't been helpful yet.
Anyways, I guess if we're not gonna rest, let's head. I would like to head this way, Lucy, where I've just marked myself.
Cool. So you want to go above the bedroom next to the game room?
Yeah.
Awesome. This room has doors on every side, I would imagine. That is the 5 of spades. Which room is that? Cool. This is a kind of small, tight space with like manual clothes washing sort of things, lines across the roof for hanging clothes, and the tiles are just like piled high with like mountains of disgusting looking clothes. It's a laundry.
Nice.
Hooray!
Nice. Mark that down.
Anything interesting in this room?
Everybody roll for investigation.
Cool.
Nat 20. Plus 3.
15.
8.
Very good. Let's do the nat 20. Well, of course, it's a nat 20. Oh, when Mia, you are flipping through and like having a hunt through all of these clothes, you find a luck stone. Looking through it, you can, when you pick up this little rock, flipping it through your hands, it feels very like lucky and safe. And for this, it is a lot like how we had in some of the Rabbit's Foot, where you had like 3 points of inspiration. It's that, but after when you use a new roll, you have to use the new one.
Nice.
So it's not like roll to pick, but you can do it after you've already rolled. So you can roll and be like, that's shit, I'm gonna roll again. So note that down in your inventory.
Have done.
Rad.
Oh, what a wonderful little stone and a cute little laundry. Maybe we should continue moving through the house. I'm feeling lucky about what we're going to find up ahead.
What about my 15?
There was the only one thing in the room. I'm sorry, bud.
Didn't find any coins. Loose
What
change.
about
No.
my 8?
My. And I think
One second.
after this room, we can go to the living room and we can do a rest there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So which way are you going?
I want to go north of the laundry.
Awesome. Cool. This room would have things
Well,
on all sides.
Would it be, not to be a changey boy,
It's
would
okay.
would it be better to go to the west
West.
room that's closer to the living room
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that we can go through the door afterwards? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that. So the one that is touching the walls of both the laundry and the living room
Is it?
And the entrance hall.
and the entrance hall.
Awesome. 2 of clubs. Where's my rooms?
There are 2 clubs in there.
When you open the door, smoke billows out.
Ooh.
Kind of like this very thick fog of smoke, and you can smell burning.
Zinc,
Oh,
And
you
it is a
shipping?
very, very thick fog. It is incredibly difficult to see through.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Smells like burning, you say.
Smells like burning.
Do
I
do we hear anything?
Roll perception. Tom, Tatsel, you'd have advantage because it's audio based.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't roll good. Oh, I
Did
rolled
you
a
say
couple.
investigation?
Yes.
Oh, investigation or
Or
perception?
perception?
Investigation or perception, whatever you want to
Alright,
do.
sweet.
I'm
I got
doing-
11.
I got 18.
I got a 6.
Tatsel, you can hear a like sizzling and crackling somewhere in the room.
Shit.
You can't quite pin it.
I guess I'll just walk into the room and try and figure it out. Like, kind of brave the smoke. I get like I take my water jug out and I dampen like a bit of my clothing and I put it over my mouth so I'm not inhaling heaps of smoke. And I
Yeah, it
walk
makes
in.
it a lot easier to breathe, but you couldn't even like see your hand in front of your face. It's like this
Yeah.
thick fog. It's almost like blinding.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just
What is your
looking.
strategy to find?
I guess I'm following my ear, trying to find like the source of the flame, or trying to find like where the smoke is coming from to try and stop that.
Cool. When you at some point after like enough exploring, um, just give me a straight roll.
Oh, I don't have to breathe.
Not anything. Oh, easy. You don't have to breathe then. Okay. Give me a straight roll, and we're gonna add +2 because you don't have to think about breathing or anything.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like so stressed about it.
I take it dark vision won't help with smoke.
No, it wouldn't.
20, not nat.
Easy. Yep, as you're going, you manage to find kind of a big sort of square with the burning on it, and you don't hurt yourself in the process of doing so. And
Nice.
there's like a pan on a stove, like a cooking surface with smoke billowing from it, and you've managed to find the source. What
Yeah,
do you want
and
to do?
I switch it all off. I try and stop the burning. I take the pan off the heat. I turn off all the knobs on the oven.
So it's not like a typical oven we have in our world because there isn't
Yeah.
like much electricity in this world. There's like some, but it's not like enough. This kind of looks like it, but it wouldn't be able to be used like that because there isn't anything to power it. So there's kind of like instead of having like an electric cooktop or whatever, there's spaces to have like a little fire and you can hang pots and stuff over it. So you pull down this kind of big tray that goes over the entire thing and it like smothers the fire.
Cool.
And so it like starves out of oxygen. And the room isn't filling up with smoke anymore, but it's still kind of filled with smoke.
Are there any windows?
No, there aren't any windows.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and wait for the smoke to dissipate a bit. Kind of, use my cloak to try and shove it out through the door and spread it a bit more throughout the rooms and not have this one room packed to the rafters.
Does everyone try and help with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get everybody to roll what sort of check would you guys want to do? Like what are you doing or what check do you think would apply? So Tatsel, you're
I
using
think
your cloak to blow it out. What do you think
Yeah.
that'd be?
I guess survival maybe or
Yeah, sure.
athletics if you'd let me.
We're gonna go with survival. Mia, what do you think you'd be?
I'd be twirling my skirts and costumes, so I think it would be performance.
Sure.
Like a
And
smoke
Zinc?
dance.
I get on the floor and start spinning on my head, and my legs start like doing a fan motion. I'm almost sort of breakdancing, so I'd like to do acrobatics.
Sure.
Yeah,
Everybody roll their thing. And actually, Tatsel, I take that back. You can have your athletics for this because everyone's got something ridiculous.
I only rolled a
20.
4, so that's 13.
I got a 26.
So 13 for Mia. Zinc?
I got a 26.
Oh, cute. Tatsel and Zinc both get 26. Yeah, after
I got half.
after like a couple minutes, you manage to clear most of the smoke out of the room. You can still there's still smoke in the air. So your vision is a little bit obscured, but it's not as intense as it was before, and you can still see. And yeah, the smell is still very heavy in the air. You can still like smell this very intense smoke. And yeah, now that the smoke's gone, you can see quite a cozy little kitchen.
Nice.
Woo!
I walk up to Zinc and I'm like, "Hey, good job on clearing the room. I didn't know you were competent in fire stopping."
I'm just very good at me moves.
I suppose that's right. Do they teach you that stuff at what is it, Raptor College?
At Raptor Realty, they train us to be good salesmen, but on the squad, on the team, well, I just spit on my mic. On the team, they teach us all the good moves to hit a soccer ball in any sort of way.
All the schmovement.
All the schmovement. Have you seen the movie Shaolin Soccer?
No,
It's
I don't
like
know
that.
what movies are.
Neither.
I would like to do an investigation check of the room. Look around.
Very good. Yeah, everybody roll an investigation if you would feel free to, if you want.
I would like to.
Oh, I rolled a 2 plus
18.
3.
18 for Zinc.
12.
5 for Mia and 12 for Mia. Zinc, when you are looking
I am
around, you
Tatsel.
sorry, Tatsel, you didn't do well. Zinc, when you're looking around, you can see on the wall that leads back into the living room, next to the door, there is. So let me just do this so you guys can actually see what these are. These 4 symbols next to the door. So one of them looks like quite a square U, an X with a line on the top and kind of 2 circles with dots in the middle on either side of it, a line with kind of a J with a hook on it and a circle above it, and then a straight line and a squiggly line next to it.
Yeah, I pointed out to the rest of the team, more symbols.
Do I recognize any of these ones? Or
I'm going to say Tatsel's the only one that can roll for a history check for this because he's the only one with any knowledge.
That's fair.
oh shit, bugger me. 9.
No, you don't know what any of them mean.
Yeah, thought as much.
Sorry, bud.
I got an 18 last time, and I only knew the one that said danger. So
you can have more of a think about it later, though, if you like.
yeah,
Cool.
I'll keep Zinc's book in mind when we're resting.
Nice.
I guess.
Yeah, I marked them down.
Cool. And yeah, you guys go back into the living room and you kind of decide to chill out for a bit. Was your plan?
Yeah, let's have a rest.
Cool. Let's read the text. Let's read the flavor text I've made for this room. Not flavor text.
Woohoo.
Mechanics.
Woo.
Yeah, this is your kind of space for resting, and it only takes 10 minutes to have a rest. It's not quite a short rest or a long rest. It's just kind of a weird and mixed version that I've made for making something last only a night. You gain an automatic hit dice of health back if you guys are wanting to, if you're resting in there, which all of you are, and then if you like, you can use extra of your hit dice, so you have as many levels you've got. If you want to add to that, if you're a spellcaster, you would gain a D4 plus your like spell modifier, and you'd get that many not spell slots back with that many points back. So you would only have to spend one of those points to get a level 1 spell, or 2 to get a second, and that sort of stuff.
Nice.
If you're a non-spellcaster, you can pick one of your like once per rest abilities to get back. So like, let's say you're a fighter, you can get your second wind back, or your action surge. Which page?
Couple questions.
Yes.
72. I have 1 level of fighter, so I have one of my hit die is D10. Do I get to use that as my free hit die, or should I use my monk one?
We'll use your D8 for your monk one.
Okay.
But one of your hit dice, if you like, one of your levels is that one. So if you needed more, you could roll your D10, but you'd have to remember that that's the level that's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Any other questions?
With key points, do I have to roll for that? Even though I only used 1 this time, but like for future.
You'll roll a straight D4, and that's how many key points you'll get back.
Sweet.
Bardic inspiration.
That can be. Is that something you get a certain amount per rest?
Never mind. Yeah, it is. I get the same as my level, but I have font of inspiration, so I regain all bardic inspiration uses from short or long rests.
Cool. So we'll say that's one of the things you can use to get like all of your bardic inspiration back, but you wouldn't be able to pick multiple things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Tom, what are you choosing to get back?
Well, I'm just wondering, for the purposes of this, it's basically a short rest, right? Do I lose my Rite of Frozen goes away when I have a short or long rest? Do I lose that now, or do I?
Yes, I would say you would.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get my right back. And I'll just roll, because that's one of my only abilities that I actually have to get back. So I'll just take that, and I'll make a little note of the fact that I've used my fallen puppet blood curse, and I'll need to get that back another time.
Yeah, with rest and stuff, we might change it as you level up, where you can gain more things back, because as you get more levels, you would have more things to lose and use. So that might change as we go on. Speaking of that, congratulations, my boys. You've all gone up to level 6.
Yay!
Amazing.
Awesome. So as you rest, you kind of feel all the knowledge that you've learned and all the fights you've been through, and you kind of feeling a little bit stronger, feeling a bit more ready to take on some more of this house.
In a world stricken by nuclear holocaust, one teen team must uncover the secrets of the haunt. Thank you for listening to Season Quest. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Season Quest Pod.